Ahoy there! Gather around, folks, because I've got a whale of a tale for you. A tale so fishy, it could make a cat salivate. Once upon a time, there was a sea captain. Captain Barnacle, we'll call him. Barnacle was a grizzled old sea dog with a beard so salty you could season your chips with it. He had one dream, one ambition that kept him awake during stormy nights: to catch a whale. Now, this wasn't because he had a particular grudge against whales or anything. No, he just wanted to prove to himself and to the world that he could do it. So one sunny morning, Barnacle set out on his trusty ship, aptly named Whale Catcher. He stood on the dock, rod in hand, ready to cast off. He threw his line into the water with a mighty heave and waited, and waited, and waited. And just when he was about to give up hope, he felt a tug, a strong one. This is it, he thought. I've got the whale. But alas, when he pulled, what did he find? A bicycle, a rusty old bicycle, complete with a bell that still rang. Undeterred, our captain threw his line again. This time, he waited even less before he felt another tug. Aha! The whale at last! But no, it wasn't a whale, it was a rubber duck. A giant yellow rubber duck, looking quite out of place amidst the sea's blue. Barnacle was beginning to get frustrated. He threw his line for the third time. After a short wait, he felt a strong pull. Finally, the whale, he thought. But to his surprise, he found himself looking at a rather disgruntled mermaid tangled in his line. After a heated exchange and a slap across the face with a wet fish, the mermaid was freed, and Barnacle was left once again whaleless. By this point, Barnacle was ready to throw in the towel. He was about to pack up his gear when a voice behind him said, "Mate, you're doing it all wrong." He turned to see a man, an Australian man, and not just any Australian man, a drunk Australian man. This Aussie, who introduced himself as Bruce, claimed to know the secret to catching whales. Despite his skepticism, Barnacle let him show him the ropes. Bruce took a swig of his beer, threw the line with a distinctive Aussie flourish, and lo and behold, there was a tug. A big one. "Pull!" Bruce yelled, and together they pulled. The water churned and frothed, and then out came a grand piano. A grand piano, complete with a confused octopus playing a somewhat off-key rendition of Under the Sea. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the deck, Captain Barnacle and Bruce, with their spirits dampened, decided to drown their sorrows in rum. The clink of their glasses echoed in the night as they raised a toast to their failed quest and the adventures that lay ahead. Their laughter filled the air as they made several more attempts to catch the whale, each more ridiculous than the last. One moment, they were reeling in a treasure chest filled with nothing but soggy seaweed. The next, they were pulling up a submarine sandwich, much to the delight of a flock of seagulls who swooped in for a feast. In one of their most absurd attempts, they managed to catch a grumpy sea turtle. Bruce, ever the joker, put on his best pirate accent and said, "Ah, matey, we've got ourselves a hard-shelled whale." Their laughter echoed across the waves, a testament to their unwavering spirit and the bond of friendship that had formed between them. Despite the mounting failures, they continued to drink and laugh, creating a bond of camaraderie that no whale could ever match. In the end, they didn't catch a whale, but they caught a good time. And isn't that what life's all about? So here's to Captain Barnacle and Bruce, two friends who found joy in the journey, not just the destination.